clown dancing around the town. Snowflakes falling to the ground.
Chapter 1, The Morning After. It was a typical morning in New York City, but for Dave Chappelle and Jon Stewart, things were about to take a wild turn. As they sat sipping their coffee, a glimmer caught their eye. 2 glowing green rings had landed on their table, emanating a strange energy. Jon, you seeing this? Dave raised an eyebrow, eyeing the rings suspiciously. Jon shrugged, picking up one of the rings and examining it closely. Looks like some sort of cosmic bling. Wonder what it does. Little did they know, these rings were no ordinary accessories. As they slipped them onto their fingers, a burst of green light enveloped them, transforming their mundane morning into something truly epic. Chapter 2, The Call to Action. In a flash, Dave and Jon found themselves standing in the heart of Oa, home of the Green Lantern Corps. Their minds reeled as they tried to make sense of their new surroundings. Towering alien landscapes, strange beings of all shapes and sizes, and a team of superpowered individuals unlike anything they had ever seen. Whoa, this is like some next-level Comic-Con shit, Dave muttered, taking it all in with wide eyes. A booming voice echoed through the chamber, drawing their attention to a figure clad in emerald armor, the Guardian of the Universe. Welcome Dave Chappelle and Jon Stewart to the Green Lantern Corps, the Guardian intoned. You have been chosen to join our ranks, to wield the power of willpower and imagination in defense of the universe. Dave and Jon exchanged a look, then burst into laughter. You serious? Us superheroes? This is some wild shoo-it-tot, Jon choked out between chuckles. What the gack is shoo-it-tot? We are censored. But as the Guardian explained, the threat facing the universe, a powerful new villain known as the Fearmonger, who sought to spread terror and despair across the cosmos, a sense of responsibility settled over them. Chapter 3, Training Day. Under the guidance of seasoned Green Lanterns like Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, no relation, Dave and Jon embarked on their training regimen. From mastering the intricacies of ring constructs to honing their combat skills in the sparring arena, they threw themselves into their new roles with a mix of determination and humor. All right, Jon, let's see what you got, Hal Jordan called out, summoning a barrage of energy blasts with a wave of his hand. Jon smirked, raising his ring and conjuring a giant mug of coffee to deflect the attacks. Coffee break, anyone? Dave, meanwhile, was busy perfecting his stand-up routine. So, what's the deal with evil villains trying to destroy the universe? Like, dude, get a hobby or something. Their unorthodox methods drew quizzical looks from their fellow lanterns, but there was no denying their potential. With each passing day, Dave and Jon grew more comfortable with their newfound powers, blending their unique brand of comedy with the discipline of the Green Lantern Corps. As news of the rookie Green Lanterns spread across the universe, a mix of curiosity and confusion followed in their wake. Citizens from distant planets flocked to witness their unconventional antics, eager to see how 2 comedians would fare as galactic guardians. At a bustling spaceport on the planet Quasar, Dave and Jon faced their first real challenge, a band of marauding space pirates intent on plundering the cargo ships docked in the port. With a confident smirk, they sprang into action, each wielding their rings with a mix of bravado and humor. All right, fellas, who's ready for a little green justice? Dave called out, summoning a colossal boxing glove to knock the pirates off their feet. Jon, meanwhile, conjured a holographic newscast to broadcast their heroics to the galaxy. You're live from Quasar, folks, where 2 unlikely heroes are giving pirates a run for their money. Stay tuned for more laughs and lasers. The pirates, caught off guard by their unexpected tactics, soon found themselves on the receiving end of a barrage of comedic constructs. From floating whoopee cushions to flying cream pies, Dave and Jon's sheer creativity kept the pirates on their toes, turning the tide of battle in their favor. As the dust settled and the pirates were taken into custody, the citizens of Quasar erupted into cheers, a mix of relief and amusement on their faces. Dave and John shared a grin, realizing that maybe, just maybe, they had what it took to be real heroes. But their moment of triumph was short-lived, as news reached them of the fearmonger's latest scheme, a plan to unleash a wave of fear across the universe, plunging entire worlds into chaos. With a sense of urgency, Dave and John set out to confront this new threat, their rings pulsing with determination. As they arrived on the fearmonger's fortress world, a sense of foreboding hung in the air. Dark energy crackled around them, feeding off the fear and despair that permeated the atmosphere. "All right, John, time to bring the funny," Dave whispered, steeling himself for the battle ahead. John nodded, his expression serious. "Let's show this fearmonger what we're made of." With a synchronized nod, they charged into battle, their rings blazing with a mix of willpower and imagination. From wisecracking distractions to clever illusions, they threw everything they had at the fearmonger, pushing back against the tide of fear that threatened to overwhelm them. But as the fearmonger's power grew stronger, a moment of doubt crept into their minds. Were they truly ready for this? Could two comedians really stand against a force of pure terror? Chapter 6. The Power of Laughter. It was in that moment of uncertainty that Dave and John realized the true power of their rings, the ability to turn fear into laughter, to shine a light in the darkest of places. Drawing on their shared bond and their love of comedy, they channeled their willpower into a final, desperate gambit. John picked up the thread, his voice steady. "Yeah, turns out fear doesn't stand a chance against a good punchline. Ready to taste defeat, pal?" With a surge of energy, they unleashed a wave of pure comedic force, transforming the fearmonger's fortress into a riot of laughter and joy. The dark energy dissipated, replaced by a sense of lightness and hope that spread throughout the universe. As the fearmonger lay defeated at their feet, Dave and John shared a fist bump, their hearts light with victory. They had faced their fears, embraced their strengths, and emerged stronger than ever. Epilogue: A New Beginning. With the threat of the fearmonger vanquished, Dave and John returned to Earth, their minds buzzing with the possibilities that lay ahead. They had proven themselves as more than just comedians. They were heroes, defenders of the universe, bound by a shared sense of purpose and a commitment to making the world a better place. As they settled back into their normal lives, a glimmer caught their eye. The green rings that had brought them together, symbols of their newfound identity as Green Lanterns. With a knowing smile, they slipped the rings back on, ready to face whatever challenges came their way. And so, the legend of Dave Chappelle and Jon Stewart, Green Lanterns, continued to grow, their adventures taking them to the farthest reaches of the cosmos and beyond. With a mix of humor and heroics, they stood as beacons of hope in a universe filled with chaos, proving once and for all that laughter is indeed the best construct.
There we had a woolly clown dancing around the town, snowflakes falling to the ground, spinning wool without a sound. Everywhere that Mary raced, lamb was never far from chase. In the park or in the maze, always found a place to graze. Oh, the lamb's a whirling sight, jumping high and through the night. Mary's laughter pure delight underneath the silver light. People stared with puzzled eyes, whispered secrets, cap and ties. Lamb with antics so precise, turning heads with sweet surprise. Oh, the lamb's a whirling lad with puzzled eyes, whispered secrets, cap and ties, lamb with antics so precise, turning heads with sweet surprise. Oh, the lamb's a whirling sight, jumping high and through the night. Mary's left a pure delight underneath the silver light. Schoolyards found their wonky rules, lamb would prank and break the cool, teachers grinning like the fools, in a world where joy presides.